This is one of 3 trailers, okay, that this church is taking to Moore, Oklahoma, starting tomorrow. And look how big it is, folks. Told by Tony, one of the pastors here, 12 feet by 6 feet wide, so pretty big. And a lot of recent success. What their first playoff victory for the series-wise, guys, in 11 years was this year, just past just a couple of weeks or a couple of days ago against Rapid City. Hey, Julie, boy, I'm right in the thick of it right now. I just got a State Farm bag from some of the lovely workers who are right off to my right here. Thank you very much for that. We've got vendors all over the place right now, if you will, here. 150 different cars, maybe closer to 200, so a lot of different cars here at the River Center right now. We are in a little bit of water right now here, right on the curb here, but as I walk a little bit further into the street, folks, take a look at this. I'm probably in about, I would say 5 inches of water, kind of like what we were seeing at Modern Woodman Park just off to the west of us. Interesting is we were taking a look at some of these razor blades that were found here yesterday. They've been pulled off since, but when we were here earlier kind of looking at some of the playground equipment here, it's really plain as day. I mean, this isn't snow that we're looking at. We're looking at some of the glue. Okay, so this is obviously where one of these razor blades was found here yesterday. Jackie, if we can pan around here, you might be able to see some of this smoke that literally here, even at 6 o'clock, folks, still coming out of this foundry. And then off to the right, there are even some firefighters still fighting this with a hose. Out, Jim and Julie and James. I'm going to try and do a background. Should I do a backhand, Drew? Flip it. Got it!
Oh, 4 for 4.
Very nice.
4 for 4. If you live on the Illinois side of the Quad Cities, probably a good time to use one of these pumps here at the pump station. You know why? Drew, can we pan in? Bam. Price per gallon, folks, $2.99 again on the Illinois side of the Quad Cities. Probably the biggest surprise for the story that we're talking about right now.
We'll see how it falls.
They start with a knock and follow with the pitch.
My name's John Zahm. I'm from the Henry County Board. And we'll try the next one.
That's no solicitor. It's a politician with his son Sam going door to door in Henry County.
Illinois is the only state in the country that doesn't allow any form of open or concealed carry.
John Zahm's fighting for gun rights, asking folks to sign a petition to try to allow gun owners to legally carry a concealed weapon.
If they're allowed to own the gun, we feel that they should be allowed to carry the gun.
Some welcome Zahm with open arms.
I'm happy to sign it.
Others didn't.
Hi, how are you, sir? Good. I'm John Zahm from the County Board. I'd like to give you one of my cards.
Going door to door may look fairly hard. Zahm doesn't think so.
People like the personal contact. You know, as opposed, they don't like the robocall so well.
The back of the clipboard is full of Republican stickers. The front of it, people who want the concealed carry debate at least put to a vote.
You're not obligated to support the issue, but at least we'll get to vote yes or no come the election on November 6th.
John says he's gotten a lot of support from people in the county.
For every time I run into one no, I get probably 8 or 9 yeses. It's been a good percentage.
But even so, John and Sam still need the rest of the state to agree if they want their neighbors to be able to carry legally. Hey there, Jace. I would stay clear from them as well, except for this story. All right, Fulton, Illinois said it was having animal problems, critters that were causing enough of a stink that the city said something needed to be done. So Fulton called none other than the Quad City's own critter getter.
All right, well, let's go get one. We'll find one.
Bill and his wingman Todd often have dull moments.
Oh, we seen one turn in here one time.
Trying to catch wildlife. The two often have late night snacks when they're out on the job. But it also can be very stressful, especially when you can't find the animal that you're looking for.
What's that head?
But around midnight that same night, Chrisman struck gold.
Give me the gun. Give me the gun.
And the race was on. Listen to Bill almost fall, trying to keep up with the animal. But once Bill gets it up against a building, the animal makes its first appearance. A skunk that is trying to get away. Bill misses his first attempt with a tranquilizer dart, and the skunk rounds the corner.
Todd, get me another dart.
But once it goes under this cooler,
He's right behind the garbage can.
Chrisman has it trapped.
We want to keep him here. Don't let him sneak out. One of you guys stand here, one stand on the other side until I get this other dart. Okay.
But as Todd goes out to get another dart, the skunk comes into sight again.
Oh, he's coming out, he's coming out. He's back under.
Just ask our photographer, Anthony Panacucci.
He's back out again. walking right at me.
And after the skunk moved into hole number 2, Chrisman fires again, and this time he hits. The skunk walks dazed for the next half minute, and then he finally falls asleep under the exact same cooler.
You kidding me?
2 hours in the making, and Chrisman finally gets his man.
Here we go. There's the culprit.
The dart just stuns the skunk, so he can't get away, and even at that point, he can still spray.
Bill, you have a live skunk in your hand.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Well, actually, you have the live skunk.
Bill then takes it to his truck where he gets rid of it finally.
Could you have lasted much longer? Do you think he almost got away?
Oh, no. I always win. Always.
There's something for everyone to enjoy at Starved Rock State Park in Oglesby, Illinois.
I think to get a good picture of the lay of the land, you need to see it from its highest point and its lowest point.
Kathy Cass-Stevens is the marketing director at the Lodge and Conference Center within the park. Just an hour and a half east of the Quad Cities, the park has a pool, great hall, and canyons to enjoy come rain or shine.
I think the variety of canyons is what would interest people because you saw Aurora and Sac Canyon, and if we kept on walking past Kickapoo and on to St. Louis Canyon, that St. Louis is completely different than what we saw at Sac Canyon.
Cass-Stevens showed us many things you can do both in and outside of the lodge. One of the things outside of it is the Eagle One River Cruise.
It's one of the most scenic and beautiful areas in the whole state here.
Randy Malcolm owns the cruise that travels along the Illinois River. He took us west on the river Monday, filled with branches, birds, and oftentimes Asian carp.
Oh, we're starting to get some of these carp jumping. I know, right? Don't mean to distract here at all.
Fortunately for us, the carp never made it inside, and even on the rainiest of days, people on the river say it's just nice to be outside.
It gets you off of where there's lots and lots of people and just gives you a great opportunity to link up with the resources.
Julie McDonald says the cruise is a great way to explore the size of the park, see many of its more than 3,000 acres, and also learn its rich and unique history. In Oglesby, Illinois, Jonathan Ketz, WQAD News 8.